Imagine standing on a vast, golden field stretching beyond the horizon under a crystal blue sky, where the rhythmic hum of machinery meets the scent of fresh earth. Welcome to the heartland of America, home to one of the most advanced, productive, and mysterious agricultural operations on the planet. Here, amid rolling acres of soybeans, lies the answer to a global question: why does the United States lead the world in soybean production? It begins with the land itself, fertile, flat, and expansive. The American Midwest, often referred to as the Corn Belt, doubles as the soybean empire of the world. States like Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, Minnesota, and Ohio dominate production, leveraging a perfect cocktail of rich loamy soils, predictable rainfall, and favorable temperatures during the growing season. Soybeans thrive in these conditions, but nature alone isn't enough. The real story is about how U.S. farmers have turned a simple legume into a global powerhouse crop, driving both innovation and scale in ways no other nation has matched. American soybean farmers are part scientist, part business strategist, and part guardian of a living ecosystem. At the core of their success is technology, cutting-edge precision agriculture tools that allow for meticulous monitoring and control over every inch of farmland. GPS-guided tractors, drone surveillance, and soil sensors now determine how deep to plant, how much to irrigate, and when to harvest. This level of control optimizes yields and reduces waste. Farmers can analyze data in real time from their smartphones or tablets, tracking nutrient levels, pest presence, and weather changes within minutes. It's not just farming anymore, it's data-driven, satellite-guided, algorithm-powered food production. Yet, the soybean itself has evolved to meet this high-tech environment. American researchers, backed by billions in both public and private investment, have developed genetically modified, GM, soybean varieties that resist pests, tolerate drought, and even enrich the soil through nitrogen fixation. These biotech crops are designed for maximum resilience and efficiency. Where a conventional field might have suffered under aphid infestation or root rot, a modern U.S. soybean crop can withstand threats and still produce record-breaking yields. The scale of operation is also unmatched. While many countries produce soybeans on smallholder farms, the average U.S. soybean farm is vast, often covering thousands of acres. These aren't just large, they're ruthlessly efficient. From no-till farming practices that preserve soil integrity and moisture, to advanced crop rotation techniques involving corn, wheat, and sorghum, every decision is optimized for the long haul. Corn, often planted in alternating years with soybeans, helps balance the soil's nutrient profile, minimizing the need for synthetic fertilizers and creating a sustainable loop of input and output. This corn-soybean rotation isn't just about practicality, it's about maximizing yield with minimal environmental cost. Beyond the field, the U.S. agricultural infrastructure gives soybean farmers an unmatched logistical edge. With access to world-class grain elevators, inland waterways like the Mississippi River, and state-of-the-art rail networks, American soybeans can be harvested in the Midwest and exported to Asia within weeks. This seamless distribution network reduces spoilage, lowers costs, and ensures U.S. soybeans arrive fresher and faster than almost any competitor. Ports like New Orleans, Seattle, and Savannah have become gateways of global trade, shipping millions of metric tons annually to top buyers like China, the EU, and Mexico. Then there's the secret weapon, American agricultural education. From land-grant universities like Iowa State and Purdue to local extension programs in every county, farmers have access to cutting-edge research, expert advice, and real-time problem-solving. These institutions serve as nerve centers for innovation, hosting workshops, developing new seed varieties, and conducting field trials on everything from pest control methods to the latest irrigation tech. The constant flow of knowledge ensures that even small family farms are operating with the sophistication of global agribusinesses. Labor plays a role too, though it's not the traditional image of farmhands toiling in the sun. Today's soybean farm might be run by a family of 3, supported by seasonal workers and machinery. Automation, from self-driving combines to automated sprayers, has changed the game. A single farmer can now manage hundreds of acres with astonishing precision. And that labor is increasingly tech-savvy. Many farmers have engineering degrees or certifications in software that runs their farm management systems. Environmental sustainability also shapes the U.S. soybean story. Contrary to the belief that high yields equal high pollution, American soybean farming has made leaps in conservation. Cover cropping, buffer strips, reduced chemical inputs, and even regenerative practices are becoming the norm. Crops like winter rye or clover are planted between growing seasons to prevent erosion and add organic matter back to the soil. Farmers monitor carbon footprints and water runoff, with many participating in government-funded conservation programs that reward eco-conscious practices. Soybeans also stand at the center of the global protein economy. Crushed into meal, they feed billions of animals, chickens, pigs, cattle, and indirectly, billions of people. U.S. soy is prized not just for its volume, but for its protein content and consistent quality. And while countries like Brazil and Argentina have surged in production, their challenges, deforestation, political instability, and inadequate infrastructure, have slowed them down. The U.S., by contrast, has made sustainability and scale compatible, securing long-term contracts with global food giants and biofuel producers alike. Soybeans are more than animal feed. They fuel cars as biodiesel, fortify diets through tofu and soy milk, and are turned into ink, plastics, and even building materials. The U.S. soybean is a shapeshifter, adapting to consumer trends and industrial needs at breakneck speed. With soy-based meat alternatives booming in the market, driven by brands like Beyond Meat and Impossible Foods, demand for high-quality soy protein is only increasing. American farmers are positioned to supply this demand thanks to decades of investment in research and production. Behind the scenes, trade policy and government support have kept the industry resilient. The USDA ensures crop insurance, disaster relief, and pricing supports are in place, helping farmers weather droughts, floods, and market fluctuations. Programs like the Market Access Program, MAP, and the Foreign Market Development, FMD, program help promote U.S. soy abroad, securing footholds in emerging markets and reinforcing old alliances. When trade tensions flare, such as during the U.S.-China tariff war, these policies act as a cushion, allowing the industry to pivot rather than collapse. Culturally, soybeans are woven into the fabric of rural America. From the family farms passed down through generations to the annual soybean festivals in small towns across the Midwest, this crop is more than just a commodity, it's a livelihood, a tradition, and a badge of honor. There's a pride in perfect rows, in yield records broken, in seeing your soybeans make their way to Japan, Korea, or Egypt. And this pride fuels an ethic of constant improvement. Farmers attend trade shows, invest in new equipment, share tips with neighbors, and collaborate through cooperatives. Every harvest is both a culmination and a beginning. The global race for soybean dominance is far from over, but the U.S. holds a unique position, a balance of natural resources, technological prowess, infrastructure, policy, and a culture that reveres the craft of farming. The secrets aren't locked behind closed doors. They're in plain sight, embedded in the soil, coded into satellite maps, and passed along in handshakes between neighbors. They're visible in the rows of soybeans that stretch to the edge of the sky, in the hum of combines at dusk, and in the quiet satisfaction of a farmer who knows he's feeding the world. So next time you see a bottle of soy sauce, a plant-based burger, or a biodiesel truck on the highway, know this: there's a very good chance it started life as a soybean in America's heartland. And behind that little bean lies one of the most sophisticated, sustainable, and awe-inspiring stories in modern agriculture.